Hi everybody, so here we are on Google Maps. It's a snowy day in Bethlehem today, and so we decided we'd take you on a virtual voyage. So we're actually starting at Dublin Airport, flying in, and first 2 days are in Dublin, so we're going all the way across the Atlantic. It's about a 5.5 hour flight, and so you will be probably getting in there early morning. I don't know, I'm guessing 7 o'clock in the morning. And the first 2 days are in Dublin, but we're going to go first, right when we arrive, we're going to go to Monaster Boyce Abbey. So it's about 45 minutes north of Dublin Airport. So it's right there. High crosses, and we'll show a few pictures at the end of this. So then that'll be in the morning. We'll get back to the hotel, which is actually the Herbert Park Hotel in Dublin. And it's located in Ballsbridge, which is about a 10-minute walk out of the centre of Dublin. It's a great hotel, great location. Ballsbridge is a nice little suburb of Dublin. So we'll come back into there. And the next day, basically you'll have free in Dublin, and that day you'll be able to more or less do whatever you want in around Dublin. We'll provide you with a step-on, step-off bus ticket, which will give you the whole day. You can go as many of the places as you want, places like the Guinness Brewery. There's a bunch of museums, Kilmainham Jail. It's probably 12 or 15 things, so that's a lot of fun, and you'll have free time in Dublin. Then the morning of the third day, we'll leave Dublin and we'll head across where you see here to Belvedere House, which is in Mullingar. Now, I've got a good mate who owns Mullingar Pewter in Mullingar, and there's a nice coffee shop there, so we may well even have a look there. And then we're going from there over to the Sligo Park Hotel in Sligo. So that from Dublin to Mullingar is probably about a 1 hour drive. And then going over here to the Sligo Park Hotel, it's another couple of hours. Well, we'll have a couple of stops on the way. Sligo is a great little city. We'll be staying in Sligo that evening. And then we'll be going from there the next day up to Slieve League, which is the sea cliffs in Donegal that are about a half a mile high. And they're really cool. Yep, that's at Glencolmkill up in Donegal. So we're just showing you what happens. And then we're coming back to the Sligo Park Hotel again that night. And then we'll be going from there the next day over to Donegal and Donegal Town. There'll be some fun in Donegal Town, some free time. And then we're staying in a great hotel there called Harvey's Point, which is a fantastic hotel in the outskirts of Donegal. We're staying there for 2 nights, and then we're going to be going from there over to the North Antrim coast. We'll be going over to the Giant's Causeway. So Harvey's Point, and then from there to the Giant's Causeway, going over to the Giant's Causeway in North Antrim. So we'll have some nice time there. There's a lot of great hiking around there, and we'll be staying most likely in the Ballygally Castle Hotel, which wasn't on our original plan. We were originally going to stay at the Marine Hotel in Ballycastle, but the Ballygally Castle Hotel is available because the other one's going through construction. So on the way from there, we're going to go down to Belfast, but on the way down to Belfast, we're going to stop by Grace Hill, the Moravian settlement in North Antrim, but on the way down to Belfast. So that's just about a 1 hour drive down to Belfast. We'll have some free time in Belfast. And again, Google Maps is kind of mapping it out here as we go. So afternoon time in Belfast, and then we're going from there down for the last 2 nights to my favourite hotel in Ireland, the Slieve Donard Hotel in Newcastle. And while we're there for 2 nights, it takes us to within a 1 hour and a quarter hour drive of Dublin Airport. So while we're there, we'll go over to Downpatrick, which is like right over here to the St. Patrick's Centre in Downpatrick. St. Patrick's Centre, which tells the story of St. Patrick's life, and there is an opportunity there to do a Camino, so we're getting more details on that as we go. But St. Patrick's Centre, it's just about a 45-minute drive from the hotel. And of course, the Slieve Donard is located right beside the world-famous Royal County Down golf course. So if anybody really has aspirations for either just going to take a look at it, going to the pro shop or something like that, or even getting around a golf, and you could do that. And then after we're there for 2 days, there's a lot of free time there, and we're heading from there back down to Dublin Airport up for the trip home. So that's more or less the trip in a nutshell. Trip Total cost is $3,500. It is a couple of days longer than our normal tours, and the airfare right now looks like it's going to come in around $1,300 if you decide to go with us. You don't have to. You can certainly go by yourselves, do your own air miles or whatever, or if you're from another location, we will most likely put a coach on from Bethlehem to Newark, and then at the other end we'll be picked up, and on the way back, a coach from Newark back to Bethlehem. General cost on that's around $100 round trip a person. And again, the dates on this June 26th to July 5th. Breakfasts are included every day, and it'll be a really, really fun trip. July weather, June-July weather in Ireland is sort of more like spring weather here. There have been times when it's been warm, but you just never know. So there you go, that's the story. And so we had to pay deposits, actually had to pay for some of the hotels, the Sleeve Donner, we had to pay for in advance. So I hope to hell we get a group, but I think we've got 35 spots altogether, and we've got a lot of commitment coming in already. We've already had a bunch of deposits come in, so I would highly suggest that if you want to get on this, we need a $500 deposit from you ASAP, made out to Donegal Square Travels.
Hello Neville, a very warm welcome to you and all your friends from Donegal Square in Bethlehem. It's great to show you Grace Hill on such a beautiful, crisp winter's day. I understand you're planning a visit this summer to Grace Hill, which is of course Northern Ireland's first designated conservation area and the only complete Moravian settlement in Ireland. But most importantly, of course, we are a partner in the Moravian Church Settlements World Heritage Bid, along with Bethlehem and with Hernhout. Grace Hill has many connections to the United States, but perhaps one of our early connections is that the first ever letter with an official US stamp to cross the Atlantic was posted in New York and went not to Paris, not to London, not even to Dublin, but right here to Grace Hill. Something that we commemorate with this Victorian penfold postbox. So we've lots of things to show you in Grace Hill, and we'd love to welcome you all this summer. We look forward to seeing you then.